Don, what stands out to you about Mike Bossy?
Yeah, I mean, first, obviously, really sad to hear the news. I think first, Mike as a person was tremendous. He was really good to me, especially my first number of years on the island, and saw him quite a bit, and just loved the game and loved to talk hockey, and obviously specifically goal scoring. Obviously, if not the best, one of the best at it, obviously, and part of one of the best dynasties in NHL history, and obviously remarkable career. So. Very sad to hear the news, and wish his family the best. And like I said, just really good to me and a lot of the young guys that were there at the time, and just learning and understanding the impact of you know the core players that were there and the impact that they had and what they accomplished. And you can really see that playing there and living there. And how well they're cherished and the impact they made, obviously.
John, I know it was a different era when Mike played. You look at his stats, 50 goals a year where press a button and he gets it done every single season. Is that hard for you to fathom? You look at stuff like that.
100%. I don't know how many other guys did that, so I think whatever era that was in, it's obviously a remarkable feat. And his ability to do it, and hearing some of the stories of his belief to do it as a rookie and making the team just out of being drafted, and just the expectations he set and probably exceeded a lot of the people around him. But his belief in himself and obviously his knack to score was exceptional, and obviously was such a difference maker for those teams that way. And the chemistry he had with Trottier was pretty incredible. So. Yeah, amazing when you look at his stats and his productivity and just year after year how well he did it and what he accomplished.
Did you have a favorite Boston story? You mentioned his rookie confidence, or I know when.
Yeah, I think that one's got to be up there, and just his belief and the organization just trying to fathom a young player coming in believing he's going to score 50 goals his first year, and not only do that, he did it. Was it 9 out of 10 years, I think, right? So he went even further and beyond. So obviously, tremendous.
Did you have a memorable interaction with him that stood out?
Nothing, particular. I think it's just his willingness to be open and to be around and have conversations about the game, and whether it was time with he played or my style of game, and just being very opening and welcoming. Coming in there as a young player with a lot of expectations, and just his experiences and things like that. And it was cool for me to just talk to him about his time and what made him a great player and how he saw the game. So I think those are the things that you cherish most and that always stick with you.
On this team here, what do you make of Billy Mikheyev and what he's able to do now on your line and these days?
Yeah, I think we've been talking about it for a little while now. He just continues, game continues to grow, and I think the confidence continues to build. And just, I talk a lot about his comfort level, and I think just him, I think off the ice, whether it's living here or being in the locker room with the guys, he really starting to have such a good feel for each other and us as people, and you build those relationships, and then I think you see that translate into his game on the ice and his feel for his role and how he can impact the game, the style of play in the NHL, and how he's translated that and kind of figured that out, and continues to get better and better, and his work rate. Every single day is so impressive. How hard he competes, how driven he is. It's tremendous to see. So obviously making a tremendous impact for us, and he's a lot of fun to play with.
And how about William? He seems to have accepted the change to playing on David Kamp's line pretty easily, and that gives you guys some scoring on the third line.
Yeah, and I think Pierre's obviously done a tremendous job with his game, and obviously Kempy's so solid and so steady for us. I think Willie's always believes in himself, and we talked about confidence. He's always got confidence in himself. He misses a pretty good look yesterday, and it's amazing how he comes back after that and just plays a tremendous game. Buries 2 great opportunities. Obviously, the first one was just a heck of a shot. So, yeah, and I think he knows his importance to the team and his role and how he's playing there at the moment, but whether it's power play, 4-on-4, or when Kiefer's looking for an offensive zone look, he's right at the top of the list to be out there because of the impact he can make. So no doubt he's playing great and has adapted his game whenever it's needed.
He said he's been joking with the guys that if you want a minus, come play with me. I mean, what stands out about his ability to shake things off? I mean,
Yeah, it's a true trait or skill set. I think as people, more first and foremost, everyone's built a little bit differently in how they handle adversity or ups and downs when things go well, when things don't go well. And I think you're always working on trying to improve yourself in that aspect and how that can translate into your game. And that's something that's obviously, I think, a real bonus for Willie is his ability to just always be confident in himself and not to take things too seriously. But at the same time, he's extremely driven. I think everyone sees the work ethic he puts on the ice, getting on early, staying on late after practice, the amount of time he puts in the gym, and just how much he loves to play the game and how much he wants to excel. So, his ability just to stay focused on that next opportunity and just trusting his ability and believing in himself is a great trait to have and really works to his advantage.
Hey, John, with the just a couple of weeks now left in the regular season, some days off and that sort of thing, is that part of the feedback from the leadership group, or is that something coming from the coaching staff with the rest you guys are getting?
I think it's probably a little bit of a balance going both ways. I think you get to this time of the year, whether it's coaching staff, performance staff, medical staff, or as players, everyone's really in tune with one another and how the group is and how we're feeling. Sometimes things don't even really have to be communicated because there's just such a really good sense of where the energy's at. Maybe how does the road trip kind of affect the group, or just this point of the schedule, just how sharp are we mentally that given day or that night in a game and whatnot, and just trying to have a feel of what make the best possible decisions you can to put yourself in a really good spot to have success in that next opportunity in the next game. So, it's obviously you get to this time of the year. This is just where the schedule's a grind, the game's a grind. It's a lot of travel, a lot of late nights, and everyone's going through it. So everyone's at different points, different stages, and you're just trying to do everything you can to have a good feel for the group and communicate that both ways.